Before reading the MLK quote, I never really sat down and thought about who, and by who I mean like countries that I've depended on. And he used like before eating breakfast or before done eating breakfast, but I don't really eat breakfast. So I never really sat down and thought about the countries that I've depended on before I walk out of my door and get to class. And so I'm just going to take you through a couple, well not a couple, like take you through my day, well my morning, like my morning routines, and I'll show you the countries and the people that I depend on. Okay, so the first thing that I do first thing that I do when I wake up is I open my eyes, but that has nothing to do with countries. So I'm going to let you guys know that I lift my head off of my pillow, but I don't like to use pillows, so if it's underneath my head, then it's there. And this pillow was made in China, as well as the pillowcase it's in. And so I thank China for keeping my head safe at night and comfy. And I also checked on my blanket that I use when I sleep. It's right there. I don't know if I'm going to pick it up, but that is also made in China. So China is the first person that I greet when I wake up. And so after I get out of bed, I usually go to the bathroom and like shower and like get ready. And so I have my toothpaste that I use, Crest. And then I have my toothbrush and this nice little thingy. And then my deodorant. Don't judge me, I like to use men's deodorant because it's way better than women's. But on my toothbrush and toothpaste, it really doesn't tell me where it's made, so I'm just guessing it's made in the United States. But my deodorant tells me that it's made in the USA, so I thank the United States for keeping me in good hygiene, I guess that's what you can say. Providing me with things I can use for good hygiene. And then I go pick out some clothes. So I have like an array of clothes, not that much, but so like I'm just gonna pick out my favorite sweatshirt, which happens to be this Kentucky sweatshirt, and it happens to be made in Honduras. See, before reading this book, I really didn't know the country of Honduras, but they make some of my favorite sweatshirts, real crew necks. So that's that. And then I have like an array of pants I wear, and then like I pulled them out and I saw that all of them were basically made in China. So China is making my pants as well, and Honduras makes my favorite sweatshirts. And I can check my boots right now. They look like this, by the way. My boots were also made in China. So China pretty much has made mostly everything that I have in my room. And so I can thank Honduras and China for keeping me clothed, because it's not natural to walk outside in my birthday suit. And so after I'm all done, ready and dressed, I showered, I put on deodorant, brushed my teeth, I like have my clothes on. My bed is usually never made, so that doesn't really matter. I go to my bag, which also happens to be made in China. It's my Under Armour bag. So I go to my bag, and then I pick out the books that are required for me that class day. And today happens to be Wednesday, so this is like the longest class day I have. I have class from 8 to 2, but I only have 4 classes. And so, I really don't know where this book was made, but I can tell you where my notebook was made. My notebook was made in the United States of America. It has that little thing on it, as well as my it also says made in the USA. And this is my math book. I do math in this book. And if I could tell you guys where my Spanish book and my philosophy books were made, I would, but I really don't know. And so I put these away in my bag that's made in China, as well as this thing. It's like a 4 pocket holder thing, and it's like goes down and all this cool stuff. And this happens to be made in China as well. So I packed my bag with stuff made in the United States and in China before heading out of the door. And so after I'm all packed and ready and I'm clothed and I have nothing left to do in my room except for want to sleep more, but I can't because I have to go to class, I grab my phone, which was designed by Apple in California, but it was actually assembled in China. And then I grabbed my glasses so I can actually see, which was also designed in the United States, but it's not telling me where it's made. So I believe it was made somewhere that wasn't in the US. And that is pretty much those are pretty much the countries that I depend on before leaving for class.